So the Clips dropped their long anticipated album after what has it been 13 years or something like that? They dropped Let God Sort Them Out. All right. Excellent body of work. I'll say that. Excellent body of work. I got a chance to sit with the album, digest it, listen to it back and forth, and I'm still listening. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I do these reviews or reactions or whatever you call it, like I like to spend time and listen to these tracks. I don't really like doing reactions because when you listen in real time, that's an act. People put up a facade. I'm a real album listener, and I don't really like people just listen to my reaction. I'll do it just for views, you know what I'm saying? But for this album, I knew how important it was for the culture and everything. And I can say great body of work. It's some solid tracks on here that I like. Um, from the Birds Don't Sing to Chains and Whips, all that stuff. But this is my only critique about the album. All right. This is my only critique about the album. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. It's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. I think it's a dope album, but what's missing it being, because I got it like a 7.5 out of 10, right? What's missing it being a solid 9, 10 for me is the production. I feel that the production is lacking just a little bit. Okay. Dope body of work, lyrics on point, song structure is on point. I will be playing this. This is by far what I feel like the album of the year of 2025. Now if you want to throw in Kendrick with GNX, that's another album that I really do love, but that came out in 2024, the end of 2024. But when you're talking about just flow, delivery, and everything like that, this is a great body of work. It's just that I think that the production didn't live up to what I thought the production was going to live up to. Just being honest. Production's not trash, but it is lacking, in my opinion. See, this may be a hot take, but I think if Pharrell is going to do a whole album, he needs Chad. He needs Chad. The Neptunes were stronger as producers, as a production duo. They were strong as a production duo than they are apart. I don't know if Chad still makes beats, Chad Hugo, but wasn't he behind the drums and stuff like that? I'm not sure. But Pharrell by himself, it's cool. It's cool. He knows certain sounds and he did a good job, but I think that something was missing from the production. It was lacking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still listening to it, and I know Clips fans, listen, don't take my head off with this, but it was missing. But some production was real good. My favorite songs, honestly, I love Chains and Whips, of course, with Kendrick. POV, dope. This is my other gripe about the album. So Be It, right? Why didn't they put the video version of So Be It on this album? Why didn't they put the video version of So Be It on this album? I don't like the So Be It beat that made this album. Like that made the album. I don't like that one as much as I like the other beat. Now I heard it was sample issues or whatever, but I just saw them on Bootleg Kev. Shout out to Bootleg Kev. I saw their interview on his podcast, and I guess they just wanted to take it back like to how the 90s were, to where the video version was different from the album version or whatever. But that didn't work for this one. That original So Be It, the video version, love it. Love it. I really, really wish they would have put that version on. Can't stop listening to that song. I saw it when it came out. Sorry if I went out, by the way. I couldn't stop listening to Ace Trumpets, when it came out. All things considered, cool. I love FICO. I love FICO. I love So Far Ahead. Let God Sort Them Out with Chandeliers with Nas. And then probably my favorite track, or one of my big favorite tracks, is the last song, By the Grace of God. But altogether, I think Malice and Pusha T did an excellent job. Their lyrics, oh man, they killed it lyrically. They killed it lyrically. So I got to give that, I give it a 7.5 out of 10, which is still good. But I was expecting more from the production. When I heard Ace Trumpets and then I heard So Be It, I was expecting those type of more beats on there. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. Like, which one is it? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, like All things considered, like that beat, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I like that Mike Tyson blow to the face, dope, dope. But some tracks I was just like, and I think this, yeah, and then EBITDA, yeah, I wasn't really feeling that beat. Like, it has to grow on me. It has to grow on me. And the thing is, just because an album may be lacking in production doesn't mean it's not a good album. Sometimes it's an acquired taste and takes time to, get adjusted to it. But yeah, those are my gripes and complaints about it. But other than that, solid body of work. But I do think that Pharrell has something missing when he's by himself versus with Chad Hugo. Like, there's nothing in recent memory. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Ace Trump is dope, so be it dope. But as a whole body of work, I really wish that Pharrell had Chad. I'm not sure why the Neptunes broke up and all that other stuff. I ain't really follow that, but y'all can let me know in the comments what you think about that.